McArthur Leyte Landing Memorial National Park is a protected area of the Philippines that commemorates the historic landing of General Douglas MacArthur in Leyte Gulf at the start of campaign to recapture and liberate the Philippines from Japanese occupation on October 20, 1944. Douglas MacArthur was an American military leader who served as General of the Army for the United States, as well as Field Marshal to Filipino Army. He was a Chief of Staff of the United States Army during 1930s, and he played a prominent role in the Pacific Theater during World War II.
Here is the another explanations for us to understand the history behind of MacArthur Leyte Landing Memorial National Park.
Ang Memorial ng Digmaan ay matatagpuan sa munisipalidad ng Palo sa isla ng Leyte, sa silangang Kabisayaan at sa mga pangunahing atraksyon ng turista sa rehiyon. Ito ay idineklarang isang pambansang parke noong ika-12 ng Hulyo, 1977 sa pamamagitan ng Letter of Instructions number 572 na pirmado ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos. Ang MacArthur Landing Site ay nakaupo sa isang 6.78 hectares or 16.8 hektarya na baybayin na kapatagan sa barangay ng Kandahog, 5 kilometers or 3.1 meters, timog ng kabisera ng lalawigan ng Leyte.
Alam nyo ba na ito ay dating pinangalan ng Imelda Park pagkatapos ng dating First Lady Imelda Marcos na nagmula sa lalawigang Leyte? Ang puntong-punto ng parke ay ang 7 dobleng buhay na laki ng mga rebulto sa isang mababaw na man-made pool na naglalarawan kay MacArthur at ng kanyang entourage sa panahon ng magkasaysayang A-Day landing na nakuha sa iconic na larawan ni Gaetano Pailache. Sila ay sina President in Exile, Sergio Osmeña, Lieutenant General Richard Sutherland, Brigadier General Carlos P. Romulo, Major General Courtney Whitney, Sergeant Francisco Salveron at ang reporter ng CBS Radio na si William J. Dunn. Dinisenyo ng eskultor na si Anastasio Quedo at pinasinayaan noong ika-37 anibersaryo ng A-Day sa taong 1981. Ang mga estatwa ay minarkahan ang lugar kung saan tinupad ni MacArthur ang kanyang pangako na I shall return sa Red Beach. Para sa codename na tinalagaan ng US 6th Army sa kahabaan ng beach mula Marasbaras hanggang Palo bilang isa sa mga landing area.
Sa harap ng mga estatwa matatagpuan ang dalawang marker ng kasaysayan sa Ingles at Filipino na nagpapaliwanag sa kahalagahan ng eksenang inilalarawan.
Karaniwang kilala bilang MacArthur Park ay isa sa mga makabaluhang palatandaan ng Leyte. Dito matatagpuan ang sikat na rebulto ng preso ni General Douglas MacArthur na ginugunita ang kanyang makasaysayang pagbabalik sa isla ng Leyte noong unang hapon ng ika-20 ng Oktubre taong 1944. Itinayo kasama ang rebulto ng matapang na general ay ang kanyang mga kasamang Pilipino. Pagkatapos ay ang Pangulo Sergio Osmeña, General Carlos Romulo at 4 pang mga sundalo. Dahil sa kalaga ng parke sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, ang pareho ay idiniklara bilang isang National Historical Landmark noong taong 2004.
On this spot, Palo, Leyte, General Douglas MacArthur returned to the Philippines on October 20, 1944 and personally led the swift drive against the Japanese forces in the Philippines. President Sergio Osmeña and some members of the government in exile arrived with General MacArthur and proceeded to organize, restore, and administer the government of the Commonwealth of the Philippines, declared a National Historical Landmark 2004.
This historic landing served as the catalyst for what would become the most devastating naval battle during the world, with the most loss of ships across all fleets. It was the largest naval battle of that war.
The MacArthur landing sits on a 6.78 hectares or 16 acres coastal plain in the barangay of Candahog, some 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles south of Leyte's provincial capital Tacloban. It was formerly named Imelda Park after former First Lady Imelda Marcos, who hails from Leyte province. The park's focal point are the 7 double life-size bronze statues on a shallow man-made pool, depicting MacArthur and his entourage during the historic day landing as captured in the iconic photo by Gaetano Felix. Designed by sculptor Anastasio Caido and inaugurated during the 37th anniversary of a day in 1981. The statues mark the spot where MacArthur fulfilled his promise of "I shall return" and Red Beach, so-called for the codename assigned by the US 6th Army to the stretch of beach from Marasbaras to Palo that was designated as one of the landing areas. In front of the statues, 2 historical markers in English and Filipino can be found explaining the significance of the scene being depicted. A museum standards adjacent the site which contains historic photographs and other memorabilia of General MacArthur, including a copy of his speech upon landing and a bronze cast of his footprint.
The highlight of this park is the opportunity to reflect on the significance of the history that took place at this location. It is a destination of both cultural and historical significance. You are walking in the footsteps of history. MacArthur Landing Memorial National Park Trails is more of a historical site than the traditional national parks. There are no trails. However, the only real way to experience the park is to walk around and read the monuments and memorial reflect on the history.
I know